You are listening to the Tim's podcast. This is the first episode in our Mooters series. My name is Skyla.
And my name is Kanun, and we will be your host for today.
Today we have with us three special guests. Can you please introduce your name and your year?
Hi, my name is Khao Fang and I'm the third year student LL.B.
Hi, my name is Lanta. I am a second year student, LB.
I'm Frank from the third year LL.B.
What or who initiated you to join Moot in the first year?
For me, I heard from our senior that Moot really benefit us in terms of when we work in the real life. Therefore, I want to gain some experience before hate, and also I want to go out of my comfort zone as Moot will help you in improving your speaking skills and also the researching skill.
For me, I had participated in Tim's open house and I feel like Mood was so interesting and I want to improve my public speaking skill. So I joined the Mood because it will challenge my skill.
For me, other than wanting to make my resume look better, but other than that, I think Moot is a very well-rounded activity you can do. That's not you learn about like writing a memorial, doing proper citations, and then research, and then also oral pleading. So it's like one thing you can do where you learn a wide range of skills.
Can you please tell me about the mood competition that you joined and how it was? Like briefly explain what the mood is about.
So basically, the Asia Cup Moot competition is the international law moot competition that related especially to the law of the sea.
It was usually held by Japanese organization, but this year it's held online because of COVID-19 situation.
So we started off in an internal mood competition. So you are divided into groups with seniors guiding you through the memorial writing process. And after that, if you are interested in joining the actual Asia Cup Moot competition, you go on to do oral pleading where you compete with other fellow students. And then 4 candidates are selected to represent the university.
Did you face any academic barrier when doing Moot?
Yes, of course. I think it will challenge everyone who just start Moot, as we are very new to Moot in not only for the writing skill but also like the public speaking skill, that we don't know the process of it. It's very hard to find a case to support our argument. It's very hard to how we need to argue to the another side and how we should make our expression together and how we act in the court case.
For me, because I joined Mood when I was a freshman year, and because of that, I have no fundamental knowledge of legal issue, so I have to work hard on the research so that I can understand the case and the law.
So for us, we haven't done we are competing in Asia Cup, which is about law of the sea. We haven't done all law of the sea, and some of us haven't even done public international law. So instead of like knowing where to get the information or like having the information handed to you, you have to do a lot more researching and much more reading than people who have already done it. But it's not required for you to have done the subjects. You just need to work harder.
How did you manage your time?
So for our group, we start to talk about to make the calendar for us, like what are your plans for each of us, and then try to make the central calendar for all of us in order to practice and have the meeting together each week.
Personally, I will find the time when I was free for doing mood and do the additional research on the laws.
So when planning your time, like personally, it's really important to plan ahead, and uh, you can make use of tools like calendar or just making a schedule, like adding like all the free time you have to work on the mood research.
Were there any stressful moments and how did you manage them?
So for me, I would say that the internal mood when doing the memo is the most stressful part of my life. I would say this, but when we encounter that, I talk to the senior that like how do you manage it, and she tried to help me as much as I can. Also, I talk to Lanta and like someone around us in order to release my stress, and yeah, we work together, so it a bit better than working individually.
For me, the moment was the most straightful. It was when I can't find the research like relate to the topic when I doing mood. So it was the same because I usually talk to Pico Fang and other seniors and do my hobbies.
For me, the stress just like keeps building up as you work on the memo and towards the deadline. Especially if you procrastinate, and then especially like formatting the final memo to be like in accordance with the rules.
What new skills or knowledge did you learn, and how do you make use of it in your everyday life today?
I would say I improve my public speaking skill the most, because I would say that before doing the mood, I don't like to answer the questions. And like when joining the mood, you have to answer the questions to the court, which means that it gives you more confidence in order to like think carefully, answer to someone else in order like to make your sentence better. Also, it made me claim when someone asks me. Yeah.
For me, the most skill that I improve is that the critical thinking skill, because when doing mood you have to answer the judge promptly. So it was my experience to think when talk to judge simultaneously, and also public speaking skill, because before doing mood I was shy to speak, so the mood improved me on that skill.
For me, the most useful skill I learned from Mood is probably research and how to do proper citations. These are really handy, especially for like assignments, projects, and take-home exams.
Can you share your one memory from the preparation with us? What was it about?
For me, I think the last day that we submit our memo, and we are up to 2 a.m. because it was very stressful because we need to submit the memo within a time, but also it's quite enjoyable because we are all together, and like we are together for I think half day, almost 12 hours. So it was very long.
For me, I met lots of friends and senior from doing mood. So I think it was fun to discuss on the law together when we are doing mood and go research for the legal issue. So I think it was very friendly environment.
One of the most memorable part for me is when I was doing the memorials for the internal mood, since it's like your first time doing it, and you have to do 2 memo per person. So when you finish it and submit it, you really get that sense of accomplishment.
Like other mood competitions, you guys have to go through an internal mood first. Can you tell us your experience specifically about internal mood?
I think internal mode is very. I recommend it for the newbie mood competitor because it does start that you can get some advice and suggestion from your senior. Like you have some senior to help you and guide you on how doing the mood, and it is very, I would say, interesting time that you can meet new people while you can learn new skill, and it does not that stressful compared to other mood because it is just within the university.
For me, the internal mood was the beginning of my life in uni because I haven't done it before for the mood court experience. So I encouraged for every year to try internal mood because I met a lot of friends and seniors here, and I have the experience, like the challenge of my life in doing mood court from the internal mood.
Internal mood was very intimidating at first, but you don't really have to worry about it. You really get a lot of support from the senior, and this is probably the phase where you will learn the most and grow the most along, since you're doing it for the first time and you're complete, finishing a full memorial and a full oral pleading.
Do you have any advice or suggestion for people who are looking to do mood?
I would say not be scared and give a try. So you don't need to be straightforward to yourself. Just try it and do it your best during the internal mood. There are a lot of support during the internal mood, so don't be worried about it. Just try your best during that time.
For me, don't hesitate to join mood court. This is a great experience for you to challenge yourself. It won't be hard as long as you start to try.
For me, it's don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it's from your friends or other competitors or the seniors or adjuncts.
Well, my final advice is be committed, be responsible, and have fun with what you do. Believe me, there's a lot of fun to be had with moot court.
I'm afraid that is all the time we have for today. We would like to thank our special guest today, Phong, Frank, Lanta, Piman, for their time.
Don't forget to subscribe to the LL.B radio channel to never miss out on our episodes. On behalf of teams, we wish you a great day ahead and see you in next episode. Bye.